Hello, my lovely Capricorns. Welcome to your May 2019 reading. This is a reading for Capricorn Sun, Rising and Moon sign. Also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. So have a listen to those as well. This is a general reading for you, Capricorn. If you would like a personal reading, you can follow the link below to my website and book a private reading from there. So let's have a look at what's going on for you in May. I feel I've got the Four of Swords here in the past position, so that this is a reflection of, for some of you, what's happened in the last month or two, and for some it's going to be happening now or more recently. Timing's going to be very different in this reading because your natal charts are all very different. So you need to just sort of place this, I guess, as to where this fits for you. But I feel like it's what's come up in the past for you is a time of I just get a sense of there's been a real busyness. There's been a real busy time around you, and it's about taking some time out for yourself. So what I'm hearing from my guides, what I'm getting generally for this reading is exhaustion. I feel like there's exhaustion around you. I feel like it's time, you really need to stop and you need to recuperate. You need to build your energy levels back up. You need to rest. So make sure you take some time out and recover and rest. I'm also getting this sort of dryness in my throat too, so that's an indication. Just be mindful that you don't get yourself run down too much, sore throats or colds, whatever. But make sure you have time out. I feel like for some of you, this is something that's been in the past that has been a time of being really busy, of giving to others, of doing for others, where you have been absolutely exhausted. So it's time to make sure you recover from that, build your energies up. Okay, so what's going on in May, in the beginning of May? It's I feel like, you've reached a point in May where you think, okay, I need to review. The Nine of Wands here let's have a look at what I've been doing, everything that I've been doing. Let's have a review of that. And I feel like things are going to start slowing down. For some of you, they're going to start slowing down because you want them to slow down. You've made a conscious effort to pull back from a lot of things. For some of you, it's a real busyness at work. Things have been put on you. I want this yesterday, get this done. An unreasonable amount of work's been handed over to you. For some of you, it's family demands, it's grandchildren demands that's made you really quite exhausted, so that it's just an exhausting time. That's coming to a close. That's coming to an end. Things are going to start settling down, and you are able to then reflect, to rest before you move on to what it is you want to do. What is your next thing? What is your next project? How do you want to change things? And I feel like things are being changed for you, but that's because you're wanting them to change. You're wanting them to slow down, and reassessing how you're going to continue, how you're moving on from that point. Okay, you've also got the Nine of Cups. It's interesting because you've got the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups next to each other, and the Nine of Cups is this sense of family, this sense of what is it that I want. It's also the wish card. It's also about what do you want. What do you want to have happen? What do you want in your reality? What do you want? How do you want this to continue? What's the next step for you? What are you hopeful for? And having that clarity in thinking, having that clarity is going to bring that about, is going to bring in that change. I feel like for you, my Capricorns, in May, it really is a time of thought. It's about being in the mind. It's about thinking about things. It's about really processing and thinking about what you want. how you want it, what do you want in your future. And I feel like when that is clear, when you have that clarity, there's going to be real success. I want to say for some of you, there's a job change coming up, whether there's a promotion, a change of what you're doing, or an absolute change from one company to another or one workplace to another. There is a move, there is change coming, which is going to be really good for you. It's going to be change is good. I feel like it's time for change coming in around you, and I feel like with Capricorn you're slow at bringing that change in, because there's a lot of thinking as well with that change. But it's going to be really positive. I feel like it's really, really positive. So it's really important that if you are tired, you get that rest, because with that rest, you're going to also have clarity of thought. Okay, clarity of thought. When you are making these changes, you've got the Devil card. The Devil card's about temptation. The Devil card is about manipulation. The Devil card is about who is likely to manipulate the situation when you're making these decisions to change. Who's likely to persuade you not to? Who's likely to persuade you to do something differently according to what they want you to do? You've got to really dance to your own tune. Don't be manipulated and controlled into making choices and decisions at this point that are not your own. May is going to be a month of making choices and decisions that are going to be good for you, not anybody else. So make sure that you are aware of that. I feel like on a subconscious level you are. For some of you, I want to say, who are you manipulating? Who are you manipulating? Who do you want to do? Are you wanting someone to do what you want them to do? That's going to be good for you. That's going to help you on your path, on your journey. So if there is any emotion, it can be either way. So if there's any emotional manipulation, if there's any manipulation of a situation, if you're going to make choices and decisions on temptation is a big thing. What's tempting you to make a decision that's not completely right with you? Or are you tempting somebody else to make a decision that's not completely right for them? Double-edged sword here. So, you need to work that out. You need to decide what that is for you, because how that's going to materialize into your reality is there's choices here to be made. There's choices and decisions to be made. You're balancing two situations, whether you're balancing two jobs, whether you're balancing two thought patterns of, what decision do I make? Do I stay or do I go? And that's in a relationship, that's in work, that's in, any sort of family situation that you're finding yourself in. There's decisions to be made. Is it this that someone's wanting you to make a decision according to them, and you need to decide which way you're going to go? Are you going to honor yourself, be true to yourself, and make that decision according to you, or are you going to be swayed? So there's some pretty powerful decisions here to be made in moving forward. Once you make that decision, it's going to allow you to move forward in whichever way you make it. You've also got the Knight of Coins here, the Knight of Pentacles. This is, the coins is Pentacles is your suit, and Knights take action. So it's going to lead to you, whatever you decide to do, it's going to lead to you taking action. It's going to lead to you bringing in change and moving forward for your satisfaction. This is the card of abundance. Pentacles is abundance. It's also an earth sign. It is about earthly feelings. It's about comforts. It's about happiness. It's about love. It's about finances. It's about security. It's those earthed, represents those earthed things. And so whatever decision you make, you're going to have to act on it. You're going to have to move on it. So think about that. Think about what is generating that. Why are you making that choice? Is it for you or is it for somebody else? Because then you're going to have to move forward with it. It is going to bring in change. So think about it. Think about that decision that you're going to make. Think about what it is you want. What do you want to create? What it is you want in moving forward, because in May it is a time of moving forward. It is a time of moving from where you are to where you're going to be, and it's going to set you up for the next 3 months. So think about that. It's also going to come up for you in May is the Queen of Swords, and that can be male or female. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini person, sun, rising or moon sign. It's someone that is going to really be very supportive, very strong, very clear thinking. I feel like this person is around to help you with advice. It's particularly week 2 and 3 of May. There's advice there that can be offered. There is a real strength in this person, so there's a lot of support that comes with this person. If it's not a person, I also, for some of you, feel like it's qualities that you're needing to bring into this decision-making process, you're needing to have for May. Think about what you're wanting. Think about what direction you want to move in. I said in the very beginning that it really is about the mind matters here with you this month. It's about thinking. It's about having clarity of thought. It's about really processing on a mental level what you're wanting to do, and be very confident about the decisions and choices you make. So don't be swayed. Really be confident in moving ahead. Be in control of what you're deciding to do. You can take advice from other people, but ultimately the decisions are yours. Okay, it's about faith. It's about having trust that this energy that's coming in for you in May is exactly where you're needing to be. It's exactly where you're going to make those choices to move forward. It's a time of movement for you. It's a time of not sticking your head in the sand, but actually moving forward with what it is you're deciding to do. Taking the action, having faith that this is what's coming up for you. This is your next chapter. This is your next phase. So any changes that come about are changes that are needing to come about. I feel like they're almost out of your control. They're just going to come about anyway. So go with it. Go with it. You've got the Palace of Wands here as well, and it's about finding your source of creativity, finding your source of purpose, finding your source of passion, finding your source of action. This is where you're needing to be. It's time to take action as well. So process it, and then by the end of May, you're going to actually put things into practice. You're going to start taking the action, making the decisions. Moving forward. It's a time of moving forward for you as well. Yeah, you see, your final card is moving forward. It's moving from one phase to another and taking with you all the lessons that you've learned, everything you've learned. Again, it's swords. It's an air sign. What have you learned? What have you communicated? A new way of communicating, a new way of learning. You've gained wisdom. You're going to take everything you've learned from all the lessons that have been thrown at you, and you're going to move from one phase to another in your life. So May is going to be this doorway, this turning point for you that's going to set you up for the next 3 months. And it's about moving forward. It's about no longer being able to stay where you are. It's about moving forward with where you want to be. I hope that makes sense to you, my lovely Capricorns. I'm going to give you a card from the Angels of Abundance to see how your reading is summarized. Let's have a look. Interesting here. Positivity, faith, and optimism. That's what you're needing this month. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy, which is really what this is all about. You know, this is movement here. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on, and that's this. Keep the faith and keep going. Don't be tempted to stop or make the wrong sorts of decisions. Very appropriate. Very appropriate. So I'll give you a Goddess Guidance Oracle card to see what words of wisdom come These two decks are from Doreen Virtue, and they're very good. Okay, so you've got Ostara, fertility. It's like the Empress, isn't it? Fertility. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Well, that's exactly what this reading has been for you. So take that advice on board, because that's what the energy that May is going to bring in for you. I wish you many blessings. I hope that this resonates with you and is helpful for you in this time of change. If you would like to book a private reading with me, follow the link below to my website and you can book a private reading from there. Many blessings to you, Capricorns.